everybody, welcome to Top Comics to Pre-Order in a Flash. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and this is our real quick show where we show you some of the biggest and best books that you can pre-order by this weekend, give you a little bit of head start so you don't miss out on any of the comic goodness. You can head over to infinityflux.net right now and go ahead and start making your pre-orders because the more time, the better. So let's get into this week's worth of books.
We're going to start with Godzilla versus Fantastic Four, and this is the first of 6 one and done stories, one and done issues with various heroes battling Godzilla in different eras. And in this one, King Ghidorah descends upon Earth with the power cosmic because he is the new Herald of Galactus.
That's OP.
Right. The Fantastic Four are going to have to try to stop him somehow, but they might get help because Godzilla and the Silver Surfer are going to team up together to try to take him down.
Very cool. Next up, we've got Nick Fury versus Fang Foom. This is the next of the Straczynski kind of weird meetups. We had Doctor Doom and Rocket Raccoon. We're getting Captain America and Volstagg. And then this one, not a whole lot of information. It does seem like this takes place kind of in the past because it mentions the Howling Commandos and all of that. I can't wait for this. I think these, so far, I love the first one. The second one sounds really cool, and I can't wait for the third one.
Next is Secret Six #1. This is going to be a 6-issue miniseries written by Nicole Maines, and the art is by Steven Segovia. And this is about Dreamer, John Kent, and Jay Nakamura discovering that Amanda Waller has vanished from her cell that she was in at the end of Absolute Power. And they're going to have to team up with Deadshot, Catman, and Black Alice to try to track her down without letting their own secrets tear them apart from the inside. I wonder what that means. I'm about to find out.
And next up, we have a new Teen Titans Go #1. This one sounds so much fun because it's very self-aware. The Teen Titans found out that their book was canceled, and so they are desperate for a relaunch, and they will do anything to make this happen. They will become giant transforming robots. They will become black and white indie comic characters. They'll do anything. But even when that doesn't work, they might go to sabotage. We'll have to see what that all means, but sounds really fun from Teen Titans Go.
And next is a new book called Who Are the Power Pals? And this is about these two washed up actors named Derek and Alex. They used to play the superheroes Swallow and Buzzard on a 90s TV show that got canceled after 3 episodes. And they have since been fired from their job, dropped from their agency. So they put their costumes back on and walked down Hollywood Boulevard with the rest of the cosplayers there. But when a video of them defending a group of tourists goes viral, they decide to do a little bit more crime fighting, but eventually run afoul of a local crime boss. And will they live long enough to enjoy their newfound fame?
Next up, we have the new installment of Juniba's Monkey Meat. This is Monkey Meat, the summer batch. And Juniba, of course, did more recently the Boy Wonder miniseries at DC that was really, really good. This one is a return to the anthology style story where if you're going on vacation, how about a hellish African fantasy island run by a corporation selling cans of monkey meat? Sounds fun. So this has 2 tales, games, and double the trauma.
And next we have Absolute Superman #5. Not a lot of information about this one, but it sounds like we might kind of get the next part to what we saw in issue #3 with Kal-El on Krypton, because it does say that Kal-El's entire existence on Krypton is threatened, and his family's going to have to make a choice. They're going to have no choice but to make a stand and fight for the truth. And it does say a heartbreaking tale of the final fate of Krypton. So we might finally see the last days of Krypton before he came to Earth.
Kind of the end of the prologue.
That's right.
Next up, we have Star Wars Legacy of Vader #2. #1 came out this week. It was so good. I'm so excited for this series as Kylo Ren heads on the trail, the history of Darth Vader, going all the way back to Tatooine, to the hometown of Anakin, which is Mos Espa. He's going to run afoul of Gardula the Hutt, who was the owner of Anakin and his mother as a slave owner. And he goes up against her guards and a Rancor. So a lot of action in this issue of Legacy of Vader, and I can't wait for it.
Next up is Hyde Street number 4, and I believe this issue is going to focus on the new character that we met briefly in Hyde Street number 3, and I think it's going to get the same treatment as Mr. X-Ray and Pranky did in issues 1 and 2, because it talks about witnessing the demise of a good man in a town without pity. He's a caring man with aspirations to be known among his peers as one of Hollywood's finest actors, but but his colleagues snicker at him when he's typecast as a famous film monster made of human patchwork parts. And I believe that is going to be the story of this new character that we saw last issue.
And next up, we have a new one from Distillery. This is Midnight Airlines. This sounds really cool. This is written and drawn by Mirka Andolfo. And in this, there is kind of a jaded airport desk clerk, and he stumbles upon the Midnight Airlines, which is kind of a off corner of the airport where there is a whole airline dedicated to flying vampires. He gets very interested in this and decides to maybe try his own way on there, but this is going to turn out for him fighting for his life, trying to survive. And he runs into his long lost sister who has been sucked into this vampire underworld and they'll have to get out together. So it sounds really, really fun and a very kind of original idea
Mm-hmm.
from Distillery. And that is it for Top Comics 2 Pre-Order in a Flash. Thank you so much for watching. Head over to infinityflux.net right now where you can start placing your pre-orders. Your pre-orders are due Sunday by 9 o'clock, but it never hurts to go ahead and get on them while you can so you don't forget. And you will, when the new books arrive, they will be set aside just for you
Mm-hmm.
or mailed away to you, depending if you're local or far away. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see
See
ya.
ya.